time. It's a brown box. But not just any brown box. Oh god, fucking open. Alright, there it goes. It's the exclusive Denjiki Hobby Gundam Astraea Robot Damashii release. Oh, how amazing. I reviewed this sucker a long time ago, but I had a really horrible camera and I didn't get to show the figure off in the way I wanted. Here's the back of the box. Gundam Astraea doing some dramatic poses. Really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. I don't remember when this figure was released, but it must have been a long time ago. I don't know. Oh, there it says it, 2010. Wow, 2010. Such a long time ago. Now they did release this figure in a red version. The Gundam Astraea F something. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, this mobile suit is from Gundam 00 Side Story. And it's very cool. It's like the predecessor, P words. It's the predecessor to the Gundam Astraea and many of the other Gundams. It was kind of a test bed mobile suit. So yeah, really cool. We're gonna see, take a look at the articulation and I can't bend it down. Articulation and everything else, accessories and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what goodies lie inside. For accessories, you see a lot of the same things you would see with the Gundam Astraea. Of course, you start off with open palm hands. Really, really cool. Like, we haven't seen this before. You actually get two different sets of trigger finger fists. You have these where the trigger fingers are slightly closer towards the palm of the hand. Not too bad. Move those to the side. And then you also get these right here where they're slightly more pointed outward. So not too bad there. You also get two sets of, or not two sets, but two beam saber hilts along with two beam saber blades. Very Astraea-ish. Of course, you get some firepower behind these blades in the form of a GN pistol. Very generic looking. This is a version 2, I guess. Comes with a nice little scope and it has a little swivel peg system thing going on right there. And then you get the GN kind of bazooka looking weapon. I think it's a GN bazooka. I'm pretty sure it is. But the handle at the bottom can turn left and right in both directions. And then it also has this attachment piece right here that can rotate 360. Peg, so it can attach to, well, I guess the forearm or something. Anyways, put that to the side. Its trademark, really, though, is of course the similar GN shield that the Astraea got. So here it is, right there. Oh, my light just turned back on. How cool! What a piece of shit. Anyways, yeah. So the shield, very similar to the Astraea's. Of course, this is the first one, the original, before the Astraea came out, so it's kind of weird to say. Anyways, more to the point, it comes with its own GN proto sword. So this is the prototype sword that would eventually lead to the GN sword for the Astraea. Handle comes out. Now there's no firepower behind this weapon. It's just the blade itself, no gun or anything like that, like the Astraea's. But it's a pretty cool blade. It's a little shorter, not as long, but just as pretty. Yeah, just as pretty. Pretty blade. So anyways, it comes with a little handle that pops out like that. And that's pretty much it for accessories. Articulation in the figure itself is pretty much the same with the Robot Damashii Gundam Astraea. And if you notice, I've taken off the clavicle antennas on the mobile suit, and I'll explain why in my thoughts, my afterthoughts of this figure. Anyways, or my final thoughts, that's what I would call them. I forgot, I haven't done this in a while. Anyways, starting with the head, of course, you get double joint action in the neck. There's two ball joints, so you can do the chicken maneuver. Very stupid. The head rotates fully 360. It's not something I'm going to do now because there's no point. Arms also rotate at 360, and legs can point out about that far up. Ankles can pivot side to side, can point out, and can also bend at the toes, right there. Don't pop off. There we go. Anyways, double joint action in the knee, like so, and it can also rotate the leg at the hip. So not bad articulation there. Excuse me. Skirt armor lifts up about that high and can pop off. There's no real skirt armor in the back except for these vents. They don't move. You can pull them off, but there's no point. Going back to the arms, you can rotate 360 at the bicep, and the arms bend up about that high. Yeah. Hands are ball jointed, of course. Not bad. The chest there's no real, yeah, there's a little bit of articulation in the chest, and it can lean forward, but it's hardly noticeable. The torso actually connecting to the legs itself is one piece. It's a ball joint, and you get this kind of action. Very, very cool. Yeah. Of course, like the Exia, the chest armor covering the GN condenser in the middle of the chest moves along with the shoulders. So, yeah, still have that going on. The only other moving part, of course, is the GN funnels, and the kind of moves left to right. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So that's pretty much the same articulation as the Exia itself. Nothing new, nothing really changed. Now here's a close-up look of the Astraea from head to toe. Very cool design. I love it a lot. Nice homage to the original Gundam scheme. And of course the back doesn't look half bad. Looking at that beautiful, beautiful Gundam ass. Yep. 2 holes, double the pleasure. Now, while attempting to display this figure, you gotta remember you gotta put on all the little parts. So starting with the beam saber hilts, you want to attach those to the back of the mobile suit, and there are these little pegs right there in gray that you just insert the hilts onto, just like on the Exia. Oddly enough, these ones just stick out. They stay right out there. It's kind of annoying, but that's alright. As stated before, when we were looking at the articulation and the rest of the figure, there are peg holes in the forearm, so you can put the beam rifle, the GN beam rifle, I think that's what it is, and insert that in either the left or the right arm. Doesn't matter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's put them like so. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, there he is. Very boring looking. I know. Let's put a sword and shield in his hand. That's better. And if you don't think that this figure can be done up any other sort of way to make it seem more awesome, well, you're wrong. You're very, very wrong. I think I explained during the showcasing of the accessories that the beam rifle and the GN bazooka, I think this is a bazooka, pretty sure, I'm going to just keep calling it that, come with the attachment pegs on the weapons themselves. Now they can slide to the left or to the right, wherever you decide to put it on whatever side of the figure. But showing off the side of the, I guess these are the calves of the mobile suit, there are peg holes that you can insert the rifle, or attach the rifle, sorry. And it is, and I'm going to say it right now, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm pushing the peg against the hole very hard, and it is hurting my fragile, soft, delicate skin. And yeah, screw that. And I just, yeah, and a beam saber hilt just popped off. That sucks. Another little thing you can do to make this guy look cooler is you can attach it to, of course, the Robot Damashii attachment peg. Comes as another accessory right there. And then if that's that doesn't, you know, fill your whole, you know, meter of awesomeness there, you can also attach the GM bazooka. by taking off one of the clavicle antennas, and you actually insert it. Here's the peg right here. Pretty sure you can see that against the white. And you actually attach it to the clavicle right there. It's supposed to be like the power source attaching. And yeah, it sticks out like so. Pretty cool. And then of course the Gundam holds on to it. It's a very long process, and it's actually a little bit, makes it a little bit cooler than the original Astraea. But yeah, so that's pretty much the Gundam Astraea. Very cool. But now, of course, it's time for that very popular time, my final thoughts on this figure. What I believe is so great about this figure is that it really showcases the leap it took from the original O Gundam to the second generation, and then on to the third generation of O Gundams, being the Astraea, Dynamis, Virtue, and what was the other one? Virtue, Arios? Can't remember. I haven't seen the series in so long. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. In any case, I really love this figure for that part. Unfortunately, this figure does have a few flaws, and I'll point those out first before I get into whatever pros I can think of offhand. First of all, it's the clavicle antennas. Those are the biggest upset to this figure. Now, I understand they have to detached in order to put on the bazooka here, but couldn't we have had a separate whole section? Like, couldn't we have had, you know, something to detach this whole part, and then, you know, it comes along with the a different part to place on here, so like, you know, the antennas don't come off so easily when you're trying to pose the figure and stuff. Because this guy, whenever I move the arms up or down, of course these chest pieces are gonna, you know, follow, and then the clavicle antennas are going to fall off no matter what. It's a really big annoying thing. The second part is attaching the accessories. The accessories are great, don't get me wrong, but they fucking suck in attaching onto the figure. The GN sword is kind of a pain in the ass to attach. The GN sword or shield is pretty decent and stuff. The only problem is like these pegs don't seem to want to fit inside the holes. I don't know if it's just because I don't, you know, play with the figure enough, or it's just my figure in general has a defect or what. But yeah, it just, you know, doesn't want to attach very well. And I'm pretty sure it's just because I don't play with the figure enough. But you know, whatever. I'm gonna call it as a con. The other thing detracting from this figure are the beam saber hilts. Again, I don't know if it's just my figure or what, but they don't seem to want to stay on there. But even if that's the case, that it is just my figure and it's its own problem, these get in the way. These get in the way of when you're trying to pose the figure and stuff. You know, they can easily come off. Really big annoyance right there. So turning him around. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Other than that, this figure is really, really cool. When I first got it, I loved it so much. I had to get two, and I did. So this is the open version, and I have an unopened version that I still have somewhere collecting dust. It will never probably be opened unless I want to sell it or whatever. I don't care. Anyways, really cool figure. I think I got it as like for $50 or something like that. But yeah, it comes with a great amount of accessories, from the bazooka to an actual GN rifle. And it's really cool to have this predecessor to the Astraea, Dynamis, Virtue, Nautilus, Arios. Forgot which one is which. That whole third generation of mobile suits. It's really cool to see the jump from O Gundam to this second generation look. And it's cool. I like the whole lore of Gundam 00. It has a lot of really cool bits and pieces that I know the little manga has, and so it's cool to have that in figure form. So if I had to recommend getting this figure, I say, yeah, get it. Get it for a good price, though. Don't, you know, expect too much of it. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Really appreciate you guys waiting. It took me a long time to make it. I've been just kind of lazy or something, I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. More to come, as always. I'm sticking in there. So yeah, cool. And take care, guys. Bye.